So we'll start with today's interactive session. So today's class is for giving all the details of the next month. April, whatever class is going to happen, all those practices will be explained today. So I start with the prayer, Samasthiti. Keep your legs together, hands tight on the side of your thighs. Inhaling, I take my arms over the head. Exhaling, bring to center of heart. Closing the eyes, inhale again. Together. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Inhaling, take the arms straight through the center up. When I exhale, I have to bring my hands down to Samasthiti. This month, it's a mixed loosening practices. So, starts with standing, then sitting and lying down. All the three will be there. So, start with slow jogging. Those who want to observe, observe. Those who want to practice, you can practice along with me. Little jogging first. Then side jogging. So try to touch the heel on the hand. Again, slow jogging. And relax. So when you come back, keep your legs in shoulder distance. Bring the hands in front, parallel to ground. Fist close, wrist rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands on shoulder. Rotate your shoulder blade. 1, 2. Observe the speed changed. 3, 4. Because I'm synchronizing the breath. 5. Change. 1, 2. Try to go along with the counting. 3. Observation is more important. 4. More than doing. 5. Then put the hands down. Arm rotations, both the arms together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change. 1, 2. Elbow should not bend. 3, 4, 5. Then hands on the waist. Gently push the hip forward with an exhalation. Rotate the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you observing that the diameter is increased? 5. Change. 1, 2. I'm increasing the diameter. 3. That is practicing with awareness. 4. One more round. 5. Now bending back and forth. So from here I move the hands back. Inhale, bend back. Exhale, bend down. Inhale, back. Exhale, down. Inhale, back. Exhale, down. Inhale, back. Exhale, down. One more. Inhale, back. and exhale down. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, feet together, hands on the knee. Knee rotation. 1, 2, hip is over, now knee. 3, 4, 5, change. 1, 2, observation. 3, 4, feeling what is happening on the knee. 5. Now inhale, stand up. Exhale, catch the waist. Inhale, left leg in front, ankle rotate. 1, 30 degree. 2, 3, feeling the ankle. 4, 5, change. 1, 2, balance on the other leg. 3, observe. 4, 5, leg down. Take the other leg. As I said, it's a mixed loosening. 1, it's not the same as last month. 2, 3, some of all the practices are there. 5, change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, leg down. Now next is lunging. So I am turning because to show you. Okay. So I start from the back side. Inhaling, I take my left leg forward. A little, about 4 feet. Catch the waist. Exhale, bend the leg. Both the knees should bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. See, the back leg is lifting. Inhale. Back heel. 1 more. Exhale. Stay for some time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhaling, walk forward. Inhaling, take the left leg back. Exhale, bend. Lift the back leg. Inhale. 2. Up. 3. Up. 4. Up. 1 more. 5. Stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale, walk forward. Hands down. Then turn to the side. Side lunging now. So inhale, spread the legs. You can spread the legs, bring the hands in front first. Then take an inhale. Exhale, side lunging. Try to sit on one leg. Inhale. Other side. Up. Left. Up. Right. Up. Last one. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, up. Exhale, catch the waist. Inhale, walk a little inside. Exhale, turn and jump. Like that. Okay. So that completes standing loosening. So coming to sitting loosening. So first you have to sit down, hands back, just shake your legs a little back. Then starts with neck rotation. So put your chin down. Now rotate the neck. 1, 2, 3. Inhalation and exhalation. 4. Eyes are closed. 5. Change. 1, 2. All the side. 3. I'm trying to touch ears, shoulders, on the shoulder. 4. One more round. 5. The legs are kept relaxed. Neck rotation over. Now Bhu Namanasana. So I sit straight. Inhaling, bring the hands in front, parallel. Exhaling, twist to the left, forehead on the backside ground. Try to touch the head down. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale. So other buttocks will lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forehead on the ground. 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right. 1, 2. Just your other buttocks will lift. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, up, hands in front. Exhale, hands down. Now comes lying down practices. So after lying down, so we finished standing and sitting. Now lying down, first will be bicycle. So inhaling, lift both the legs up. Then start cycling. 1, 2, 3. Simple practice. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change. 1, 2. Imagine you're actually cycling. 3. In the air. 4, 5. Try to make a cycle movement. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop with the legs in the air, with the knees bent. Inhaling, lift your upper body, interlock your fingers behind your head. On the exhalation, try to touch your left elbow on the right knee. Change, left. Change, right. Change, left. Change, right. Change, left. Change, other side. Change, 4 more. Change, 7. Change, 8. Change, 9. Change, 10. Inhale, head and body down. Exhale, release the arms and legs. So that finishes facing up, loosening. Then I turn. Inhale, right arm over the head, bend the left leg. Exhale, turn. I come to the, turn to the ground. Then inhaling, I lift the upper body, come like a cat. Then I exhale here. Now threading the needle. Inhale, I take the left arm up, lift it to the sky. Exhale, insert that arm between the other hand and the knee. Threading the needle. Inhale, up. Exhale. 3. Reach high. Exhale. 4. Down. 1 more. 5. Stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2. Head is also down. 3. Shoulder down. 4, 5. Inhale to cat. Exhale here. 1 exhale. Now right hand. Inhale, right hand up. Reach high. Exhale. See this elbow? 90 degree. Inhale. Standing toes are enough. Exhale. 3. Down. Thread the needle. 4. Inhale. Reach high. Needle. 1 more. 5. Stay here. 1, 2. Reach high. 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Normal breathing. 5. Inhale to cat. Exhale here. Now you're going to elbow plank. So inhale, lift your knees up, come to, exhale, put your elbow down first. Interlock your fingers and keep it the forearm on the floor. Inhale, lift your hips up, come to a mountain on the elbow, like that. Join the leg. On the exhalation, walk back and come to elbow plank, like this. 1, 2, 10 numbers here. 3, 4, 5, elbow plank. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale, knee down. Press your palms, inhale, come to mountain position. Stay here 5 numbers. 1, 2, 3, little concave your back. 4, try to look to navel. 5, walk forward, inhale, head up. Exhale, head on the knee. Inhale, stand up, arms up sideways. Look at your thumb. Exhale, hands down. And then relax. So that completes all the loosening practices. It takes about 10 to 12 minutes, that's all. Since I explained little, so it took a little longer time. Okay. So that is the loosening practices. Any clarification on that you can ask. You're done. So we go to next. What is the next practice? Surya Namaskara. So there are 12 rounds, as you know. The first 10 rounds are Svyasa Surya Namaskara, and last 2 rounds Ashtanga A Surya Namaskara, 2 rounds. So we start with Svyasa Surya Namaskara. Any doubts? You can ask after the Surya Namaskar is over. Let's start with Samasthiti. Inhaling, arms over the head. Exhaling, heart. Eyes are closed. Inhale again. Together. Hiranmayena patrena satyasyapi hitam mukham tattvam pushanna pavrano satya dharmaya drishtaye. Inhale, open your eyes. Exhale, look at the nose. Take one Ujjayi breath. Ekam. Inhale, stretch the arms backwards. Dvi. Exhale, bend forward. Trini. Inhale, left leg back. Chatwari. Exhale the right. Pancha. Inhale, knee down. Exhale, sit back. Shat. Inhale, come up on the knee. Stay, exhale, Chat Ashtanga Namaskar. Sapta. Rest. Ashta. Exhale. Lift your back. Nava. Inhale, knee down together. Exhale, sit back. Dash. Inhaling, bring the left leg forward. Ekadasha. Exhale the right. Dwadasha. Inhale, stand up. Exhale. Om Mitraya Namaha. Ekam. Inhale. Dvi. Exhale. Trini. Right leg back. Inhale. Chatwari. Exhale. Pancha. Inhale, knee down. Exhale. Shashankasana. Shat. Inhale up. Exhale, Ashtanga or Chaturanga. Inhale, chest up. Ashta. Exhale. Nava, inhale, knee down. Exhale. Dasha, inhaling right leg. Fingertips. Ekadasha. Dwadasha. Samasthiti. Om Ravaye Namaha. So 2 rounds I showed. Now I'm stopping that. That is Swami Vivekananda Surya Namaskar. Next, this will be 10 rounds. Last 2 rounds, Ashtanga A Surya Namaskar. Samasthiti. Ekam. Inhale, arms up. Look at the thumb. Dvi. Exhale, come down. So observe the hand movements. Trini. Inhale, head up. Chatwari. Step back, exhale and go down. Cha. Inhale, lift your upper body. Shut. Exhale. 5 breaths here. One. Two. Three. Four. Five. Sapta. Step front, both the legs. Inhale, head up. Head up, head up. Ashta. Exhale, body on the leg. Looking nose. Nava. Inhale, stand up, arms up. Look at the thumb. Samasthiti. Om Suryaya Namaha. So this will be there 2 rounds. Surya Namaskar over. 10 plus 2, 12 rounds. Any doubts? No doubts. I hope you can hear me. Yep. Okay. So coming to Udhyana Agnisara. I don't think much explanation is required on that. So how is Udhyana? I'll show side view. Inhale first. So after that your eye rotations will be there. Opening the eyes far away, rotating all the direction. Looking all the corners. So 5 plus 5 rounds. Total 10 rounds of eye rotation will be there. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Then I catch my waist. Inhale, gaze on your nose. Exhale on the wall. Inhale, nose. Exhale, wall. Like that 5 times. Last one, holding the drishti on your nose and the wall. That completes your eye exercise. Then go to Dhyana Bandha. Keeping the feet apart a little. Should not be together, neither too far. Keep it exactly the distance of your shoulder. Okay, take your spine long. Don't do like this. See the spine? It's not rounded. Not like this and all. The spine is long. Hands are straight. You can see the back. It's not rounding. Okay, that's how to do dhyana. Take inhalation. Exhale through the mouth. Stomach in. Approximately 12 to 15 seconds. 2 rounds. Then Agnisara Kriya. Inhale. Through mouth, exhale. Pumping. There are also 2 rounds, one like this, one straightening the knee. Last turn, standing Uddiyana. Take inhale, through the breath. Exhale, hand down. That completes all the practices before asana practices. Then, first asana, Parshva Uttanasana. I will show all the standing poses, then we will discuss. Any doubts? Both this batch, advanced batch, both I will show. At least one side, so we don't lose much time. Samastiti. Ekam. Inhaling, take I'm starting from the left edge. For you, it will be mirror image. Okay, so I start from my left. Inhale, take the right leg out 3 feet. Catch the waist. On the exhalation, interlock the elbow. That is catching one elbow with the other hand. Now inhaling, turn the right foot, full body turn right. Full body, no half turning. And then exhale, bend on the right leg. See how I'm leading. I'm leading with the stomach. Head is not coming first. First is stomach. Then I start looking at the toe. One. Two. Still looking at the toe only. Three. Pancha. Sorry. Chatwari, inhale, come up. Pancha, exhale, turn. Then inhale, turn to the other side and do the same. So I'm not going to show that. Whereas in your advanced class, thing changes. So from here, Ekam is the same. The hand position will be different. With the exhalation, so I'm going to show you the back side. Ekam, inhale. With the exhalation, do Namaste at the back. Paschima Namaskar Mudra. Then inhale, turn. And the same practice goes. So this is the only difference in advanced batch. So this comes in advanced batch. That's the only difference there. Paschima Namaskara Mudra instead of interlocking the elbows. Then Virabhadrasana level. So after this, you'll have to come back to the left. Now, Ekam, inhale, right leg out 4 feet. So it's a longer step. Did you see that? Dvi, exhale, turn the right leg, full body turn. I turn fully to the right. Shoulder fully turn. Now 3 in inhale, arms over the head. On the Chatwari, exhale, bend the knee. Try to get that 90 degree. Then start inhaling, look at the thumb. One. Two. Three. Pancha, straight leg. Looking there. Shat, exhale. Sapta, inhale, turn. Then exhale, turn to the other side. Same method. Inhale up, exhale down. Then I come up with an inhalation. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, turn to front. Reduce the distance. Exhale, jump to the front. That way. So that completes Virabhadrasana level 1. In advanced class, instead of this, Prasarita Pada Uttanasana will be addition to this. So in Prasarita Pada Uttanasana, D will come in advanced class. I will show that after the normal Hatha class is over. So I am facing in front. So next 2 asanas before sitting down are Virabhadrasana 3 and Utkatasana. Samastiti. Take an inhalation here. Ekam, exhale, left leg forward, catch the waist. About 2 feet front. Both your feet a little almost front. The back foot may turn a little. That's an exhalation. Dvi, inhaling, lift the arms up. And Trini, exhale, bend forward, take the back leg up. Balance. One. Two. Three. Chatwari. Pancha. Shat, inhale, walk front. Hands down. Exhale, left leg back. Again, hands on the waist. Then same thing. Inhale, come up. And exhale. After finishing 3 breaths, inhale, come up. Exhale. Inhale, walk forward. Exhale, walk back. That's a balancing pose for this month. Virabhadrasana, level 3. So 1 and 3. Last standing asana in the normal Hatha class is Utkatasana. Facing the same front. Ekam, inhale, arms up. Dvi, exhale, bend the knees like a chair. And look up. Sit as deep as possible. 1. 2. 3. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. That completes all the standing poses in Hatha class. In advanced class, Prasarit Padottanasana D, Garudasana, Vatayanasana. They will come. I'm going to quickly show all the 3. First is Prasarit Padottanasana. Samastiti. Ekam. Inhale, right leg out. Dvi. Exhale, bend forward, hook the toe. Trini. Inhale, head up. Concave the back. Chatwari. Exhale, head down. 3 breaths here. Gazing nose. After 3 breaths, inhale, head up. Exhale, catch the waist. Inhale, stand up, reduce the distance. Exhale, turn and jump. That comes in advanced class. Prasarit Padottanasana D. 2 more asanas will be there in standing. First is Garudasana and second is Vatayanasana. So I'll show you one side of both these asanas. Samastiti. Ekam, I'll show my right leg. Inhaling, so standing on the left, Garudasana. Inhaling, take the one leg up. L shape, catch the waist. On the exhalation, wrap it around the other leg. You have to lock it at the back. Then inhaling, take the other hand above this hand. So the left hand is above. Garudasana. 1. 2. 3. Exhale, release the hand. Inhale, stand up, take the leg up. Exhale, drop it. That's Garudasana. From there, I sit in straight leg position. One more asana in advanced class is Vatayana asana. After that, we can discuss till whatever we demonstrated. Vatayana asana. Ekam. Inhale, fold one leg to Padmasana. Dvi. Exhale here. Now inhale, bend the other leg and stand on this knee. Now exhale here. Now inhaling, other hand, just like Garudasana only. Balancing. One. Two. Three. Exhale, release the hand. Inhale here. Exhale, sit. Inhale, unlock one leg. Exhale, unlock the other. To Samasthiti. Any doubts till what I explained? I explained all the standing asanas. In a mild Hatha class, the 8:15 p.m. batch, there is one additional asana which is called Uttita Hasta Padangushtasana with wall support. So I come to the wall like this, support my right hand on the wall, inhaling, bend the left leg, catch the toe, exhaling, straighten the leg. This way, you can see here, trying to straighten the leg. After 3 breaths, inhale, bring it back, exhale, drop. Same way, turn to the other side, inhale, bend, exhale, straighten it. So that is Uttita Hasta Padangushtasana in the mild batch, which is at 8:15 Monday, Friday. Any doubts, please ask about standing asanas.
First asana, standing asana that you said, with this Uttanasana.
No doubts. I go quickly to sitting asanas.
Can you hear me, sir?
Samasthiti.
Sir, Anita is asking some questions, sir.
I cannot hear her.
I think she is on mute.
Oh, is it? Anita, unmute and speak. Anita.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, so the first standing asana, I think Uttanasana, the leg which is at the back, will the feet be pointing forward straight, or it should be at an angle?
Your Parshuttanasana, that will be at angle. See, in that, the back foot will be at an angle to the front, little angular. It will not be like this, it will not be perpendicular also, it will be at an angle, like this, little angle.
Okay.
Got it? But yeah, the heel will be in one line. This heel, that heel will be on one line. So, and the hip, so if you look like this, you can see here. See the heel, this heel is in same line, but this hip side will be on this side, this side will be on that. So that equal will come with the hip joint. Hip, this one. And when I bend, this side of the chest will more come on this thigh. But the equality will come here, on both the sides.
Thank you.
Okay. Then I go to sitting asanas now. So what are the asanas this month? Upavishta Konasana, Supta Vajrasana, Bharadwajasana, Akarna Dhanurasana, 4 asanas in sitting position. After showing all the 4, we'll talk. I'll cover the advanced class. Bharadwajasana 2 comes in advanced class. Otherwise things are the same. Samasthiti. Upavishta Konasana. Ekam. Inhale, take the left leg out. Almost 60 degree out. Dvi. Exhale, take the right leg out. Both will be as wide as you can. Three knee. Inhale, take the arms up and turn to the left leg. So I turn the body here. Chatwari. Exhale, bend on the left leg, chin on the left knee. Both the toes are pointed to kneecap. 3 breaths here. I try to catch longer second inhalation. Go closer. One more. See where my breath is going here. Observe my stomach. Then Chatwari. Pancha. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Inhale. Turn. Exhale. Finish 3 breaths here also. So I'm turning the body and coming to this leg. So it should not be like this. Like this and all. You have to turn. The body has to turn both the sides and the bend goes. So after finishing 3 breaths, I inhale, come up, turn forward. And then exhaling, front. Look at the navel. Where is head? Front. So I'm trying here. This is where the bend. This is the bottom of the back is where the bend starts. Dive like a bird. Exhale is over. So I don't want to touch the ground. I'm looking front, horizon. See the depth of that inhalation. 1. Then inhale, extension. Hooking the toe. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Everything flat. Then pancha. Inhale, come up. Shut. Exhale. Sapta. Inhale, left leg inside. Ashta. Exhale, right leg inside. Yeah. Left and right. Samasthiti. Ekam. Inhale, fold the legs to one side. I'll fold to the left. Dvi. Exhale, sit in Vajrasana. Again, inhale here. Exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale, lie back. Here again, I have to take an inhalation. Then exhale, just put the head down. Asana is over, just stay here. Three breaths in the position. Seniors can try this. Seniors, those who are, but I will not tell much in the class when this asana is going on. And those who are further good at in advanced class, you have to do this Supta Vajrasana. On the tail of the last exhalation, catch the ankle. Now inhale, sit up using the elbow. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, sit to the left side of the feet. Many people are making that mistake. When I say sit to the left, you are sitting to the right. Where is my left? This is my left. So I have to sit to my left. So the leg will be on the right. Because how did you come? When you came, the leg was like this. So I want it to be reversed. So if you from here, if you again sit to this side, the same is going to repeat. I don't want to repeat that. So I want you to sit to the left with an inhalation. So the leg comes on the right. Then exhale, release the legs in front. Bharadwajasana. Ekam. Inhale, fold my legs to the left. On Dvi, exhale and twist the body to the right. So this left hand is inserted below the right knee, like this. And you see that action, like that. Like that, exhalation. Pushing the hand, not like this. Push and twist. I can feel a catch here. Finish 3 breaths here. Each exhale I try to improve. Then inhaling, release and hands and untwist. On the exhalation, release the legs front. Now, in advanced class, there is a difference here. Samasthiti. Ekam, inhale. Now, see how the plus sign comes? This foot, that side. This foot, back side. Like this, like this. So that this shin is resting on the middle of this foot. Like this. Knees are grounded. They are parallel to the front edge of the mat. So this is same with you, whatever, in all the classes. This position is the same. In advanced class, there is a difference. What will come up here is, I have to catch my bicep with the other hand. So this is done with an inhalation. On the exhalation, I swing the hand and catch this bicep like this. You saw this? That's an exhalation. Then with an inhale, I insert this hand below the other knee. Insert the hand. And on the exhalation, I twist back. Like that. That's the only difference in advanced class. Then after 3 breaths, inhale, look forward, release the hands. On the exhale, the legs are released. To Samasthiti. Sitting upright. Completes 2 asanas. Last, so one front, one back, one twist. Last one is as we do for core and all the other things. So Akarna Dhanurasana this month. Arrow posture, or you can say Bahubali pose and all. We did it, I think, in October or September that time. Ekam, inhale, take the arms over the head. Dvi, exhale and bend forward. Hook the toe. Trini, inhale, pull the, I'll show you this leg so that it's visible to you. Pull this leg and bring it to the ear, close to the ear. Lift it up. Looking at the other hand. So you have to pull it like an arrow. Try to pull it backward. One more breath. Then shoot the arrow. And do it on the other side. After 2 sides, Chatwari, inhale, sit up. See that sitting up, how that arch comes, straightness comes. Exhale. Then relax. Okay, that completes all the sitting asanas. Any doubts, anybody? Quickly ask, otherwise I'll go to lying down postures. No doubts. Going to lying down. This month, Sarvangasana, Halasana, Parshva Ekapada Sarvangasana, Jatra Parivartasana. These are the 4 asanas in lying down posture. Then Jatra Parivartasana, Matsyasana, Chakrasana. So I'm going to show you inversions. Quickly I'm going to show you. I'm keeping the mic out because it may obstruct. If you cannot hear me, please tell. I hope all of you can hear me. Inhaling, arms over the head. Exhaling, point the toes. The legs are pointed. Ekam, inhale, lift both the legs up. Like one piece just will go. One piece. Dvi, exhale, hands down. Trini, roll up on the back, come up. Exhaling. One. One more breath I'll take. Then exhale, Halasana. Inhale, interlock with the finger. After 3 breaths, support the back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, take the left leg sideways. Parshva Ekapada Sarvangasana. Totally to the side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right. Sideways. After 2 breaths, inhale, come up. Exhale, return. Inhale, arms over the head. Inhale, arms sideways. Exhale, Jatra Parivarta. 3 breaths here. Point your toes outward. Turn the neck. See, this ear is touching the mat. After 3 breaths, inhale, bring the legs up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, leg down. Pulilanation. Shavasana. Relax. Completed. Inversion. Matsyasana, Chakrasana, Pavanmuktasana, Shalabhasana. Coming. So, any doubts on inversions that I did? What are the asanas I did? Sarvangasana, Halasana, Parshva Ekapada Sarvangasana, Jatra Parivarta. These are the 4 asanas. There is one more asana just before going into that. Sukta Pada Kushtasana, I think I forgot. Sukta Pada Kushtasana, Samasthiti. So after that one we will be doing Sarvangasana. Ekam, inhale, take the left leg up. Dvi, exhale, bring the hands down. Trini, inhale, catch the left toe with the left hand. Chatwari, exhale, take the leg to the side. So this hand will be on the thigh. After, Chatwari, exhale, bring the head up. 3 breaths here. Then inhale, head goes down, Pancha. Exhale, take that leg to the left. Looking at the other side, 3 breaths here. After 3 breaths, inhale, bring the left leg up without bending the knee. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, leg down. Then inhale, take the other leg up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, catch the toe with the right hand, other hand on the thigh. Pull the leg down. Exhale, bring the head up. Try to touch in umbilic. Looking at the toe. 1. Then 3. Inhale, head goes down. Exhale, take the leg to the right without bending the knee. Keeping this shoulder on the mat, turn your neck. Same method, inhale, bring the leg back up without bending the knee. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, put the leg down. Then inhale, take both the legs up. Exhale, hands down. Then inhale, go to Sarvangasana. So that continues from there. So everything else remains the same. So that's why I forgot to mention that asana before I did the inversion. So that completes all the inversions. Any doubts on the inversion practices? Suptapada Pushtasana, Sarvangasana, Halasana, Parshva Ekapada Sarvangasana, Jatara Parivartasana, and the rest. No doubts. In advanced class,
can you just explain Parshva Ekapada Sarvangasana again?
Yeah. So in that position, if you saw, my leg was like this, right? So from here, I take one leg to the side.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, this way. So what I have to do is, this hand I have to support on the side. It was here at the back. What I did, little I moved it to the side so that I get the support here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
So this hand movement is important. How I adjust this hand. So when I take to this side, my left hand supports the side of the body. When I take, this hand will support. So just you have to note that when you do this asana. Otherwise you may fall. So if it's tough, don't do too much, little tilt and then come back. That's also fine. So you have to be careful not to lose your balance when you're doing this Parshva Ekapada Sarvangasana.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Good. Then comes back bending. Matsyasana is preparatory to the Chakrasana. In advanced class, Padmasana, Urdhva Padmasana, Pindasana, Halasana, Ubhayapada Purushasana will come. So quickly I will show that. So there we go from Padmasana itself. Ekam. Inhale, fold leg, one leg Padmasana. Bend it and fold it. Dve. Bend it and fold it. Exhale. So that is exhale. Breathing, inhale. If you want to take an extra breath, then hold up and go to Urdhva Padmasana. So in this position you have to take 3 breaths. So Padmasana lifted up. Advanced class. And then exhale, bring it to Pindasana. Rest it on the forehead. Seniors can hug the arms around the Padmasana. Still I am breathing with control. Looking at the nose. Tail of the last exhale, support the back. Then inhale, bring your Padmasana parallel. On the exhalation, unlock to Halasana. 3 breaths here. After 3 breaths in Halasana, inhale, take the arms over the head. Exhale, hook the toe. Inhale, Ubhay Padam Purushasana. Come to balancing on the hip. Exhale. Inhale, look to the sky. Both the knees are straightened together. Again inhale. Exhale, hold back. Inhale here. Exhale, support the back. Inhale to Sarvangasana. Then the sequence remains the same. All that Parshva Ekapada, everything will come. Then I'll again come back. So that's the difference between advanced class and this class. So I have clarified that. Then comes back bending. So I will now go to the back bending asanas. After that, you can ask one of the three. Matsyasana first. Keep your legs together, close to each other. Exhale, keep the hands tight on the side of your body. Keep it on the mat. Ekam. Inhale, insert the arms below the buttocks. Now exhale here. If you cannot hear me, please tell me, okay? Then inhale, lift the upper body, Dvi. Fully lift up. See, on the elbow I am rising up. There is not much of effort required if the elbow is properly placed. On the exhalation, bulge and put the head back. Matsyasana. Get that good bulge. One. Pancha. Inhale, head up. Exhale. Inhale, take the arms out. And exhale here. In advanced class, there is an asana called Uttana Padasana. So there also you can the similar asana only, but the hands and legs will be lifted up. So inhale, lift the upper body. Exhale, put only the head back. Hands are not below the buttocks. Then inhale, lift the arms and legs. Exhale, hand down, leg down. Inhale, head up. Exhale, leg up. Okay, that is Uttana Padasana in advanced class. Then from Matsyasana, I go to Chakrasana. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, point the toes. Inhale, bend the legs. Exhale, hands by the ears. Inhale, lift up, Chakrasana. One. Two. Three. In advanced class. Inhale, walk. Exhale. Inhale, release the legs only. Exhale, hands down. Shavasana. That's it. Any doubts on the back bending? In children class, so that Chakrasana will come 3 times. Remember, so 3 times Chakrasana will come, going up and down, it will come 3 times. So some, and there will be also drop back, standing up from Chakrasana, dropping to Chakrasana, all that is there. So some of you who are not able to do that, this one, I'll show you. I don't normally do like that, so it's difficult for me to do also. I'll try, but I hope I can do some of it. The distances should be correct. So using the wall support, you have to go to Chakrasana and come up from Chakrasana. Inhale. Here you can do normal breath while doing this.
Bend and put the hands on the wall. Then walk down like that, and put the hands down. So it is easier to go down. Similarly, you have to climb the wall like that.
So some of you who cannot do standing drop backs and from standing position without the wall, you can try doing like that. Children class, some of children are there, that's why I said some of you cannot do that, so you can try with the
Yes, sir. Today I tried that, and I can come up from Chakrasana with the wall, but I still don't know how to go down.
you have to be very careful, okay, because the distance should be correct. If it's too far, then you will lose the control, you may fall in between the wall and your leg. So the distance should be correct. So I think that distance will be like one straight arm distance if you keep like this.
Yes,
Straight
sir.
arm and then turn, and then it will be almost okay.
Put the hand, then walk. Like that.
Okay, sir.
Try to come up like that. If you find otherwise, one leg, if it's tough, then take one leg distance like that. Little longer than the hand. This is also fine. Little longer you can keep. Either one arm or one leg. Like this.
Okay, sir.
Okay? Whichever is possible, do like that.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
So in the advanced class, you will drop back you will come up and drop back without the wall. With the wall also you can try, no problem. Then after that, Pavana Muktasana. Samasthiti, legs together, hands tight. Ekam, inhaling, bend both the legs, hug the knees. Inhale is over. Then exhale. Squeeze and bring the head up. Inhale, head goes down. Exhale. Inhale, right arm over the head. Bend the left leg. Exhale, turn. Inhale, stretch the arms in front. Exhale, hands down below the thigh. Then inhale, arrange the hand. Exhale. Shalabhasana. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale. Similarly, other leg will be there. Ardha Shalabhasana. After finishing both the leg, interlock full palm below the body. See, full palm. Elbow very close to each other, not like this. This is the interlock. You have to turn to side and interlock actually. Then exhale, turn to the stomach again. Then inhale, lift both the legs up. Normal breath. Exhale. Inhale, release the hands to Makarasana. Both the sides, Makarasana. So that is Shalabhasana. Chakrasana, Pavana Muktasana, Shalabhasana 1 and 2. In advanced class, Shalabhasana 3 is there. Now that's a little difficult, so I'll show you. You may have to do it with the help of your family members. So you have to lift the entire body upwards in Shalabhasana 3. So I'm not asking you to take it to the front and all much. Just lifting itself is enough. Same method. Walk a little forward, lift the hips, and then shoot. Normal breathing. Experienced people go forward. Inhale to Makarasana. So that's in advanced class, Shalabhasana 3. Then from here, inhale, press the palm by the chest. Exhale, legs together. Inhale, come up like a plank. Exhale, knee down. Sorry. From here, Hanumanasana. So inhale, come to cat. Exhale, turn to the front. Inhale, arrange your knees and feet together, sleeping toes. Ekapad Raja Kapotasana. Then exhale once here. Inhale, fold your left leg between the knees. And then exhale, sit. You can see this leg. It's not like this. Don't sit to one side. It's a straight facing sitting only. Like this. You saw? This leg is folded, this leg is straight. So it's a straight facing asana. Don't tilt your body. Ekpada Raja Kapotasana. After finishing, 2 breaths in this position. Arching the chest like a pigeon. Then, if possible, inhale, take arms over there. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, walk back. Exhale. And do the same on the other side. So that is Ekapad Raj Kapotasana. After finishing that, relax in Balasana. Then inhale, sit up. Exhale, interlock the finger. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky. Parvatasana. After 3 breaths, exhale, hand down. And go to pranayama. In advanced class, few more asanas will be there. First is, I showed you Shalabhasana, then Hanumanasana will come. So from here, I inhale, take the left leg in front. Exhale, slip that leg forward. And straighten the back. Each exhale, I have to increase the depth. Inhale, walk back. Exhale, return. And do it on the other side also. Hanumanasana. So, then in your advanced asanas, there are few asanas coming up there. One is Vishwamitrasana and Shirshasana you already know. So, advanced asana in the general class, Hatha class is Vishwamitrasana. Coming to mountain pose. I'm going to show you one side. I'll show you my left leg. Inhaling, step the left foot in front of your left palm. Like this. You saw that? I brought it in front of this palm. Then while exhaling, I have to go bend and insert this hand on the outer side like this, and bring the shoulder below the thigh. Then shift that weight to that hand and straighten the leg first. Straighten this. This is half the job done. If you can, lift up your right hand, Vishwamitra. Straighten the arm and the leg. Breathe normally here, no problem. It's a tough asana. Exhale, hand down, leg down. Inhale, take the inhale here. Exhale to mountain. That way you can do Vishwamitrasana. That is one advanced asana on both the sides you should do. And Shirshasana headstand. That already I have explained in many classes. Then in advanced class you have two new asanas coming. One is Salamba Shirshasana and going to Bakasana from there, and Ekapada Bakasana. Both asanas are there. So I'll show you Ekapada Bakasana first. I have sent a video yesterday, but still I'll try to do that. So try to first climb both the legs on the triceps, on the arms. Then take one leg back, I'm showing the right leg, and lift the head. Put the head down and do the same on the other side. That was Ekapada Bakasana, which you have to try in the advanced class. Then one more new asana in advanced class is Salamba Shirshasana and going to Bakasana from there. I think most of you are already trying to do that. Still I'll try to show it once. First Salamba Shirshasana. Same methods. Try to lift up to Bakasana from there. Then shoot.
So while lifting up to Bakasana,
Yeah.
are your feet touching each other from tripod when you're lifting up to Bakasana?
Yeah, I think it's touching a little. So I was here, right? No, not touching. It's not like
touching.
Separate. It's separate. You can touch it after coming up. You can touch it.
Okay. And your thighs are squeezing the calf, correct?
Yes, you got it right. So that gives you a little ease of coming up.
Okay.
Don't keep them separate. You connect them, it will be easier to come up.
Okay.
So I think I explained most of them. In your This one, 8:15 mild class also I have explained all the things. Then I talk about little about pranayama this now. What are the pranayama this month? Bhastrika, Viloma pranayama, Brahmari, and then QRT, quick relaxation technique. So what is Viloma? Viloma pranayama is ladder breathing or step breathing, you can call it. So using the fingers, Nasika Mudra, I keep on the, I'll come a little forward so that you can see me a little more clear. So the ladder breathing is inhale a little, stop. Inhale again, stop. Inhale again, stop. Like that ladder. Similarly, exhale from the other side like a ladder. Then inhale from that side like a ladder. Exhale from this side like a ladder. So it's just step breathing, that's all. It's proven to be very good for improving lung capacity and all. So I'm just going to show you 1 or 2 rounds. So I exhale, chin down. We'll start from right side. I inhale from the right. You saw that? I was inhaling in 4 steps, exhaling in 4 steps. Inhaling from this, exhaling from this. So in between them, there is some time you have to hold it. So this is called Viloma pranayama. So see, these are all from proper theory. So some people call, okay, Anulom, Vilom, like that and all. So Anuloma, Viloma pranayama is not there. It's only a wrong name given to a right practice. Right practice is Nadi Shuddhi pranayama or Nadi Shodhana pranayama. So some people call it Anulom Vilom. So it's okay. So Anuloma pranayama is what you did last month. Viloma is what I showed you now. Viloma is against the natural order. So inhaling in steps, hold the breath little, exhale in steps, hold the breath little. Similarly, come back. So there is a timing for that. So in the class, that with the timing we will do it. Then before that, what is the first pranayama? Bhastrika is there. What is Bhastrika means? Bellow, or you can say pump. Harmonium, you have seen harmonium, no? Like that. That's a bellow. So we have to keep Brahma Mudra, thumb inside the palm, the 4 fingers around the thumb. This is Brahma Mudra, and keep it on the thigh here. Okay, I hope you can see me clearly. So I keep it on my thigh here. So this hand is used to push the chest up, like that. I'll keep the mic. Like that. Eyes are closed. So this will be done around 70 times. So that is called Bhastrika. There are wrong techniques. People do wrong techniques. Some of the wrong techniques I will show you. Now some of you can tell me what is wrong here. Let it be a repetition, no problem. Somebody can speak out and tell me what is wrong in this, okay? Can anybody tell me what is wrong in this?
You are lifting your
shoulder movement, sir.
Yeah.
So shoulder is nothing to do with Bhastrika. So people do this and all. That is only shoulder exercise. That is not Bhastrika. Bhastrika is a pranayama. It has to do something with the lungs. If you do this, no use. It is an exercise for shoulder. No use like that. The movement has to come in the lungs. So this is the right method. Now tell me what is wrong in this. Okay. What is wrong in this?
Chest movement, sir.
What is the chest is moving? What is wrong in
Yeah. Too much moving.
Chest is moving here.
In front and back, like that.
So this arching the back. So
Yeah.
this is like that. It's an exercise of the back. So that is not Bhastrika. Bhastrika, the chest will rise. So the action is upward, not front forward. Okay, so don't do that. So, and don't breathe more on the stomach like that is Kapalabhati. Okay, so Bastrika is done with upper lungs, more of the full lungs, but more to the upward direction. That is Bastrika. I explained Vilom Pranayam. Then last pranayama this month will be Brahmari Pranayam. In Brahmari, the fingers are brought on the face. So the index finger goes on the eyebrow, the middle finger goes on the eyes, the ring finger goes on the nose, and the little finger goes on the upper lip, just above the lip. And the thumb goes and closes the ears. In this position, you are supposed to take 7 humming sound. While humming sound, the mouth is closed, the teeth are kept a little apart, little. Teeth will not be biting, that's what I'm telling. Little gap. And tongue will be like when you say na. Where does it touch? Na, na. Here, no, the upper side of the mouth, na, na, na. There the tongue will touch, na. And the mouth is closed. But the teeth, little gap. Little, 1 mm, not like this. 1 mm, mouth closed. Okay, so I'm going to do 2-3 rounds of that. I close the eyes. After that, you have to just lie down. So if you, when you do this itself, see, my mind pura thanda ho gaya. Because I am not able to hear anything. No, I cannot listen. Everything is closed. Ears, eyes, and just that vibration is going inside my head. It's a very good practice for many things like improving your sleep, activates pineal gland, calms the nerves, also reduces migraine problem, good for the nitrous oxide production in the nose. All these benefits are there for Brahmari Pranayama. So after that, we do QRT, quick relaxation technique. So how is QRT done? So I lie down. So first, after lying down, keep the legs together, hands also close to the body, palm facing the ground. First, I point my toes, then tighten my calf muscles, knees, thighs, everything, legs will become tight. Then my buttocks I will tighten. My buttocks are tight. And then now I will tighten my torso. I will tighten my chest, stomach, everything. Breathing is normal. Then I will make a fist on both the hands. Tighten the fist and shoulders and arm. Then I will frown my face. Hold the breath, tighten everything. Then exhale. Then relax as just relax. Then after about 2 to 3 minutes, inhale, take the right arm over the head, bend the left. On the exhalation, I turn to the right. I relax here like a cuddling position. See, you have to bend the knee, you have to keep this hand relaxed, eyes are closed. Take 2 or 3 breaths. This arm is used like a pillow. Eyes are closed. Pressing the left hand in front of my chest on the ground. Inhale, I sit up, Sukhasana. Then keeping the eyes closed, rub the palm. Move it through the face, shoulder, chest, stomach, thighs, knees, calf, feet and below the feet. Bring like a book. Open the eyes, look at the hand. See, I don't know, I turned little because I did not look at the camera. Okay. Then Namaskar Mudra, closing prayer. Inhale. Together. Purnamada Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently bowing down, thanking God for my practice today. And come back.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Don't run away. Another 15 minutes is there. No running away. So, any doubts, anything, anybody please ask. Interactive. Now, we'll talk more. Anybody who wants to clarify anything, please ask. I will show or explain. I can see Anita is there. Sonali, is it? Sonali, I think. You have Tanmay, Neelima, Anshuman, Anaika, Srinivas, Saksham, Sarvesh, Preeti, Shanga, Pooja, Sunil, Divya. Any doubts, anybody?
Sir, I have one doubt, not related to this one sequence, but generally for practice also.
Okay.
In Mandukasan, when we do Mandukasan, when we do the fist, it is actually hitting the ribs. Should we place it a bit more lower? Sometimes it is hitting the ribs actually.
Yeah, so you have to actually keep it below the fat. See, when you keep the hand, so when you keep that fist, when you keep the fist, like thumb can be inside, it's better to keep the thumb inside because the fist will be strong. Now, you have to keep it below the, see there is a fat here. Everybody will have some fat here. So you should not keep it exactly on the navel. If you keep on the navel, then my ribs are touching. So below the floating rib, there is an area. This is the floating rib. Here. Below the floating rib, there is a lot of space. So what you have to do, you tuck the fat up. Take the fat up. Insert it below the fat. And now when I lead my body forward, it exactly goes into the abdomen.
Okay.
You go into the abdomen. It will not hurt your rib. It will not generally hurt. It may give a little pressure, but it should not hurt. It doesn't hurt at all for me. So it actually goes into that cavity. That cavity below the floating rib. This area it will go. It will go into this area.
Lower abdomen basically.
Yeah. So try to keep the fat up and tuck the fat up and keep it below the fat. So the fat will give that cushion effect also on the rib. So it will not allow the hand to pressurize the ribs actually.
Okay, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, good question. Because many people may be having that in the mind. They may not be asking. Okay.
So I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So in when you hold in pranayama, when you hold your exhale, after you exhale, when you hold, I'm not able to hold longer. I get a little breathless feeling.
Okay. So, so as I said, so that breathlessness comes, see, that's a Bahya Kumbhaka. What you're talking about is Bahya Kumbhaka. Inhalation is Puraka, holding inside is Antara Kumbhaka, exhalation is Rechaga, and external retention is called Bahya Kumbhaka. That is the most difficult of all the four, holding the breath without anything in the lungs. So the only method to hold there is your Udhyana Bandha. So when you get that exhalation, like it comes with, as I said, with lot of time. experience, and it may take long time to get that Bahya Kumbhaka. So when you do that, I'm just going to show you that Bahya Kumbhaka, how the stomach should be sucked in. So I'm just quickly, I'll show you. Inhale is over. Now I'm exhaling. So did you see that I was sucking the stomach inside to hold that breath outside? Okay, so I'll show you, I'll just show you without the shirt. Just observe how the stomach is pulled in. Then you'll get a little more better feeling.
பவ்யா நீ லீவா நீ கேக்கலையா ஒரு ஆள் இல்லையா அப்படியே கிளம்பி
Who is on unmute?
சரி விடு நீ வரது வந்துட்ட அதுக்கு மேல ஓகே கீழன்னா ஃப்ரீயா இரு அவ்வளவுதான்.
I have a question.
Who is on unmute? Mute yourself. Okay, so did you see how my Bahya Kumbhak happened? When I say pull the abdomen inside, that's the way to pull it. I'll show it once again. So that pull has to come. So I sucked the stomach inside and supported the diaphragm from the bottom. So what will happen? The lung cannot inhale because there is somebody stopping that inhalation from the bottom. Did you get me, Pooja?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
So, with experience, try to get that suction, good suction. So when I see you in the class, I'm not saying that you're doing that. You're not doing it. You are already doing that Dhyana Bandha. Maybe you can a little improve that suction so that the tendency of the lungs to breathe in quickly is reduced. So what I showed you is actually what is called Udhyana Bandha. After exhalation, when you do that Bahya Kumbhak, suck the stomach in, fly up the abdomen, support the diaphragm from the bottom so that the lungs will not pull the breath in quickly. Okay, I hope I'm clear.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, I'm not able to use this one.
It's all about. Anything else, anybody?
Sir, I'm showing I was not able to do this one.
Some of the other things which I wanted to explain is like how you catch the fingers. So this is how you hold the fingers for your finger control. No? So these two fingers are folded in. The thumb and the ring finger, little finger, all the three are curled like this. It's like a C shape. And they are brought on the tip of the that nasal bone. Not here. It's on the nasal bone. So when you breathe in, you have to regulate that finger. See, I am pressing that finger and inhaling. I am not leaving. This is not pranayama. For beginner level only that. And similarly, don't remove finger. Remove finger, what is the control? That anywhere you are doing it like this. That is beginner level pranayama. In our class, intermediate level hatha, you have to regulate the breath using the finger. So you have to regulate like this. Stop. Viloma pranayama. Stop. 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 So that finger should be always touching the nostrils. Never it goes away. Then another point is in pranayama, many people, they are not inflating. See, there are different parts for the lung, lower lungs, middle lungs, upper lungs. You have to work on all the three. All the three has to expand. So when you inhale, the chest has to bulge. It bulged, no, it came up. So how it came up? Only awareness. So I use my back. I'm not saying that you have to do like this. I have to lift it up. Up. So use the straightness of the back and the original S shape of the back to expand the lungs three-dimensionally. Bottom, sideways, up. All the three have to expand. So many of you, that inhalation is not complete. This is one of the reasons when you are practicing the asana, the inhalation is not complete. So a person who does not do proper pranayama will not be able to do proper asana because his breath will be shallow. Similarly, the asana who practices proper asana, that person only has got good opening capacity of the back, the chest, ribs and all. And that person only can do a proper pranayama. So both are required. It's not possible to do only pranayama. Not possible to do only asana. Both are required. Okay. So every inhale, very good focus is required while your asana practice is going on. For example, this month when you do that Vakrasana, from here you have exhaled and twisted. You're here like this, no? Now when you turn forward, many people the inhalation is not complete. You're just turning forward. That's all. Where is inhalation? No inhalation only. Very shallow. So you have to work to inhale properly. Now when I turn, see, full inhalation. So unless you inhale, put effort to fill up the lungs while untwisting the body, how the exhalation will be good? It will not be. So please give the mind, okay, inhale means I need to inhale completely, fully, with the theoretical knowledge. So every step try to properly inhale.
Yeah, I had a question.
Yeah.
Sir, this one I'm not able to do. I'm showing.
I cannot see anyone. No, this one only. Where is this one? Where are you? Where is this one? First you do Padmasana first. Show me first Padmasana. First you do Padmasana. Sit. First sit straight. Now you do Padmasana. Your back is not straight. No. First you straighten the back. So keep the legs straight. Go a little back on the mat. Go a little back. Now first you keep the legs straight. Legs straight. What is the meaning of legs straight? Remove the legs. Remove the legs from Padmasana. Sit with body straight first. Sit with the back straight. Open your chest. Expand your back. Expand your shoulders. Sit upright. Now, without bending the back, bend and keep one leg. Don't bend your back. Keep the back straight. Now inhale, exhale, and fold the other leg back. Now sit upright. Sit upright first. Sit upright. Keep your hands in Dhyana Mudra. You practice this every day. Because what is happening, I'll tell you. You are doing Padmasana like this.
Like that.
This in history also nobody has done that. In history also. You have to first straighten the back in Padmasana. See, now you are sitting very straight. So the problem does not lie in that going up. The problem lies here. Because you are not sitting upright. When you sit upright, half the problem is over. Sit upright. So what you do, Tanmay? Good question, good interest, what you show. What I want you to do is, every day, the evening, you will be doing some puja, some prayer will be there, something at home, or whatever it is. While watching TV or TV also no problem. Do Padmasana, keep your hands in Dhyana Mudra and sit with your back straight for 1 or 2 minutes like this. Every day you sit like this. Straight back, straight back. No, you are not able to sit straight only. Okay, if you do that, what will happen? automatically your back will go straight.
This will go away.
Then you will be able to roll up very easily. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to close the class now.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for all people who joined today's interactive session. This will be posted in the YouTube also. You can watch that. Any queries, please come in the next class, or you can WhatsApp. I'll reply you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Sir, bye, sir.
Namaste, bye.